to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be taking you along to train glutes. We're going to be talking about glute activation exercises, what sets and rep ranges to do to build muscle. Today I've got the protein milk pre-workout. It is in soy fruits flavour and it also contains BCAAs, so we're killing two birds with one stone there. I've also got a little discount for you all to use if you want to purchase anything from Protein World. I'll link the affiliate link down below and the code is Bethany with 2 Y's 30. So the first warm up for this leg session is getting in the mood. So we need a good ass playlist to get us hyped up for this session. All these bitches got my eyes on you. By the fool, consider fool, cause I dropped out of high school. Pre-workout's kicked in, I'm at the gym, I'm hyped up, had my karaoke car session. Let's go and hit glutes. Okay, so we're going to start off this session by doing a stretch. This is so important when you're doing things like hip thrust and glute exercises because you need to have your hips flexible and mobile to be able to get the full range of motion. So this first pose is the lower lunge. This will just really open up your hips. And then from there we're going to flow into stretching our hamstrings. Also, this is really important because we're going to be doing RDLs and this requires hamstring flexibility. And again, just flow through their movements until it feels right. So this last stretch is really going to make sure that your hips are opened up. All you're going to do is lift up your back foot and then rock backwards and forth. You should feel a really big stretch in your hips, and this will make sure that your hips are mobile enough to perform the full range of motion in our workout. I used to neglect stretching so much, and since being consistent with it, I have found it is so beneficial in your recovery, in your lifts, everything. You need to perform your stretches. It is so beneficial, trust me. And I just repeat these movements until my body feels good, until my mind feels good, and when I'm ready to start lifting the weights. So we're going to start off our glute day with some glute activation. This is the only glute activation exercise I'm going to do, and I'm going to tell you why in a bit. But just to summarise, you're going to get a band and just go through the movement of a hip thrust. Make sure you're really thinking about the glute muscle and think about pulsing it, thinking about squeezing it. Just really get that mind-muscle connection while you're doing this. Glute activation is a bit of a controversial topic. You need to do just enough to warm your muscles up, but not too much to take it away from your main lift. This is why I only do one exercise and then I spend some time warming up with the bar like I'm doing now. So when you're doing a hip thrust, you want to keep your head facing forward and your chin tucked, as you can see right here. You want to engage your lats by keeping your arms straight on the bar. This also engages your core to avoid your lumbar spine being bent. This will cause injury and it will not be pretty, so make sure you keep your spine straight. As you get to the top of the lift, again, you just want to keep your whole body neutral. Don't overextend your hips. This will cause anterior pelvic tilt, which will also cause injury. So this is the second warm-up set of my hip thrusts. I've just added 2 15 kg plates to each side, making it 50 kg. And all I'm going to do again is just work through the mind muscle connection, getting the range of motion and warming up the glutes. You want to also make sure that from your knee downwards is at a right angle to the floor. This will make sure the weight is going through your glutes. So this is warm-up set number 3 at 70 kg. All I'm doing in these warm-up sets is warming up the muscle. As you can see, it is so much more beneficial than using a little booty band to warm up your glutes. This is progressively overloading in the same motion and it will prepare your body way better. So this is my last warm-up set at 100 kg and all I'm doing is the same thing in all the other sets. Keep your warm sets to about 6 reps, just because you don't want to take it away from your main lift, like I said before. So this is our first working set at 120 kg, and we're going to repeat this for 1 set, and then we're going to go into some drop sets. Just to highlight, it has taken me a good couple of years to get to this weight on hip thrust. If you are on a lighter weight, don't worry, focus on form of weight. That is the best piece of advice I can give you when lifting at the gym. Repeat after me, form over weight. So now we're going to go into some drop set hip thrust pulses. I've put down the weight to 100 kg, and if you weren't getting the mind muscle connection before, you will do now, trust me. We're going to do this for 20 reps, and if you're not crying after this, there is something wrong with you. Just to highlight, this is a high volume glute day. It's important to vary your volume, weight and load. This is so you hit all the different type of sore and fast twitch muscle fibers, and to fully work your glute muscle. Next exercise is the Smith machine Bulgarian split squat. We all have a love-hate relationship with split squats. They are so good for the booty, but they kill. So what you want to note down is, as I say here, my thigh and back are neutral. You want to keep that stance, and when you lift up, you want to lift up with your knee and your hip at the same time. Don't let either one overpower each other, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure that the back leg is just resting and all the work is going through the front leg. It does take a few sessions to get used to this movement and to get the right range of motion. It will take a couple of sessions for you to feel the benefits of it. If you are struggling with mind muscle connection, just think about the muscle. This helps so much. So I did do a warm-up set before this set, but I just didn't want to bore you by showing you. But yes, after the warm-up set, I am doing 3 working sets at about 8 to 10 reps per leg. So I just wanted to show you these wrist straps because they're so good in taking the tension out your forearm if you struggle with grip strength like I do, and it just really helps with putting the weight through the target muscle, especially in lower body. So as you can see, I'm just wrapping it around the bar now, and it just takes all the tension out the arms. I'll link them down below. I'm using the Versagrip ones. So the next exercise is RDLs. This is just my warm-up set. It's the first exercise that is really targeting my hamstrings, so I thought a warm-up set is so important. Just really focus on pushing your bum out. Pretend there's a wall behind you that you're trying to reach, and just push it out until you can feel it in your glutes. Imagine that your arms are pieces of string holding the weight and your bum is like a hinge. That's how I try and look at it, and if you think of it like that, you'll get the right range of motion, the mind muscle connection, to allow you to feel it in your glutes. So here I'm just doing a 3-second negative, which means you're lowering the weight at the count of 3. This just gives you more time under tension and you'll get a higher mind muscle connection with it. The more time under tension as well will obviously contribute to progressive overload, and obviously will put your muscles under more tension. So as you can see, I did 2 warm-up sets and I'm on my working set now, which is 50 kg, and I'll repeat that for 3 sets altogether. So this is probably a better angle to see my form. As you can see, as I lower down, my back goes parallel to the ground and my bum and pelvis kind of hinges. There's no movement in my upper body, there's no movement in my legs really, it's all in the pelvis. Just remember, push your bum out as far as you possibly can and think of your arms as ropes. This will help you so much in getting the form right. This is the last exercise of my glute session, and they are pulse sumo squats. So all I'm doing is going down, going halfway up again and then back down. This really goes through your glutes, trust me, it is horrible. But yes, it's really good for getting that last bit of activation and really just finishing off your glute workout. You're probably thinking, why have we only done 4 exercises? But people, less is more. You don't need to be doing 10 exercises. As long as you're doing 4 good exercises with a good working set and good warm-up sets, that's all you need to do. Less is more. And obviously, I had to show you my glute pump. So that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed my video, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And yeah, until next time.